Greetings and salutations to you all once again. It is me, the Ravenous Spectre. Oh, fancy that. I'm actually wearing the same shirt I did in the last video, I believe, of Journey Onward. This is yet another exciting adventure and episode of Journey Onward, which is the weekly series where I talk about what I'm doing in gaming, if people give a shit. If you don't, then turn off the video. This is what I've been doing in this week of gaming. Yesterday, I just beat Assassin's Creed Syndicate. This was the longest. Oh, by the way, one more thing. I apologize once again for the camera because my camera's being a bitch. Uh, Logitech needs to pull their heads out of their asses and fix this shit because I have a Logitech camera. So I ended up finding out on a forum that my particular camera, there was a Windows 10 anniversary update which fucked everything up. Either that or Logitech fucked everything up, or they both fucked it up because of the fact that apparently they're working on it and supposed to get a patch or something out or whatever so that the camera can actually be compatible with this new update that fucked up the camera in the first place. I blame both of them because from what I've heard, Logitech is supposed to be all compatible and everything with Windows. Well, they're not right now. So fix this shit so I can get back to my original camera. I don't want to do this on my phone all the time. Because I'm sorry, the quality isn't the best. There's nothing I can do about it. I have to put out the video. Obviously the quality is better on my other camera, but I can't do it because it's fucked at the moment. Anyways, hopefully that'll be rectified soon. I tried checking it earlier because it's working on Skype now, but I'm still not being able to access it when I want to access it to be able to use it when I want to use it. So that needs to be fixed. But anyways, back to what I was playing off of that little rant now. I've been playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate, like I mentioned. I'd beaten it yesterday, as a matter of fact, and it was the longest Assassin's Creed that it's ever taken me to get through. It really has been. I don't know why that was. I don't know if it seemed like things were a little bit more challenging to me, or if the controls were just fucked like they always are. Which I really do hope that Ubisoft is really putting forth some effort now to really fix the controls. I really do think the controls of the Batman Arkham series would be great with the Assassin's Creed series. Because at least from my experience, the controls with the Batman Arkham games seemed like they were a hell of a lot better than what was actually going on in, Assassin's Creed. I don't know why it is that they haven't tried to really rectify this situation, knowing one of the main complaints with the Assassin's Creed series is the controls. Excuse me, because trust me, that's been one of the problems that I've had with the Assassin's Creed series, especially with Syndicate, and especially with the final battle, which really wasn't really over the top. I mean, I'm not spoiling anything here, and I'm not going to, but it was cool. It was all right. I see where they were going with it and all of that, but there was just a few things that pissed me off about it because of the controls. But I eventually got through it, and I was like, finally, I beat this damn game. Uh, because it just seemed like it took me forever and a day to really get through it like I wanted to. And of course, it drops you back in the world again for you to be able to do what you want to as you go along. And there's actually some other memories, missions that pop up. So I had been doing a couple of those. Not going to spoil anything with that. So that's good. They actually end up putting some other emphasis and other missions in there besides, oh, conquer everything. Take out the gangs, conquer the boroughs, just do all the shit. Go to the fighting clubs. Do this extra DLC content that was added in the PlayStation version. Hell, it may be on other versions too. It may be on PC and Xbox. Well, I don't freaking know. Whatever. Fact of the matter is I'm glad I finally beat that damn thing. It just seemed like it was cool and everything, but seems like sometimes it was just a chore because I'm like, all right, I need to go here, I need to beat this, and I need to be able to level up some and get some skills so I can level up some to be able to compete with this mission and blah 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 blah. It just seemed like I know that's a norm for certain games, but it just seemed like it was a little bit of a hassle sometimes. But overall, it was cool, and obviously I got the Assassin's Creed Syndicate poster back there, but that was the very first Assassin's Creed poster that I had seen that was available near me, so I went ahead and picked it up. I like the Assassin's Creed series, but I can only play so much at one time because sometimes the missions and the controls, and obviously it's the controls' fault first, as far as I'm concerned, are the ones to blame. So Ubisoft, they aren't putting out an Assassin's Creed game this year. Well, correction, they are. They're putting out the Ezio Remastered Trilogy. What the fuck ever. It's not a new Assassin's Creed game. Apparently they're going to Egypt now, and it's supposed to be like that. I'm guessing it's supposed to be out next year. We'll have to see what happens. But anyways, let me see. I've also been playing Dragon Quest 7, I believe it is. on 3DS, and I believe I actually had mentioned it to you guys that I had been playing that recently, last week, I believe, and it's a great game. I love it. I've always liked the Dragon Quest / Dragon Warrior series. I always have. I'm a big RPG fan, so I always have. Um, I've never actually beaten one, but from what I played, it was great. I really liked it. I think like the closest that I got near the end of the game was probably in Dragon Quest 8. I think. I'm not necessarily sure. But I guess it just came to the point where it just got too hardcore for me sometimes, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to bother with this. I'm just going to go ahead and play something else. But I've always liked the series. It's always had a really nice quirkiness to it that I really liked. Colorful, quirky, funny, colorful, just everything like that. So I'm definitely going to end up um, jumping back on that and seeing how much farther I can get into it before I quit it. No, I'm just kidding. I hope it doesn't come down to that because actually, from some of the stuff that I've heard, I've heard that it's a little bit more easier compared to the PlayStation 1 version, which obviously. Yeah, it seemed like you'd have to give your arms and your legs and your left ass cheek or whatever the case may be to just be able to get through it, knowing how long it was and knowing how challenging it could be from time to time. You actually fight God in that game, as a matter of fact. Yeah, you heard me right. I actually heard. I saw the I saw the battle, man. It was like this 2D sprite of like God, like what people would consider God to be, like this old man with this really long white beard and all of that, which we don't know what God looks like. That's just somebody's perception or thoughts of him. We don't know what he looks like. And you actually fight him in the game, and when you beat him, I think he gives you some type of item or something, and then he sends you back to the world that you're on again, or something like that. I don't know exactly what it is that he gives you, but it was it was just kind of funny. And I'm actually wondering if that exact same fight is in this remake that's on the 3DS. So I don't really know. Um, but anyways, let's see. What else have I been playing? Oh yeah, I actually recently picked up Dead Rising 2. I've been playing a little bit of a little bit of that, and I actually think I like it much better than I do Dead Rising 1. It just seems to me like it's more accessible to me. It seems like I can get around a little bit better. I don't know. It just seems like overall I'm more interested in that one than I am with the first one. I'm glad I have the first one though, because like I mentioned before, I've never actually played it, but I'm glad that I actually have it, and probably would end up going back to it again at some point later on down the road, and definitely going to get back into Dead Rising 2 once again as well. Um, Let me think. Well, I've been playing a little bit of Neverwinter. I'm off and on with that. Sometimes I have my moments where like, ooh, I want to play an MMORPG. I'll play a little bit of it, and then I'll say, screw it, fuck you, camera, for going dark on me. Another thing I'm playing actually is called Akiba Strip Undead and Undressed, and I think I might have mentioned that. I think I might have mentioned that before in a previous video. I don't really know. But anyways, the fact of the matter is that I think I did mention it. Yeah, you play as like this guy who was infected or something and got transformed into this vampire, and you have to strip off other enemies' clothes so they can be exposed to the sunlight so that they can burn and die, or whatever the case may be burnt to a crisp. And it's this weird storyline, and you're with this group of radicals or something, these people that are fighting against these other synthesizers or whatever the hell they're called. No, I didn't mention that on the video. As a matter of fact, I ended up doing a stream of it. So if you go look at my channel, you'll definitely see that stream up there. But it's really cool. It's really interesting. It's really Japanese. It really is. It deals with modern day Japan and all of that, and like some supernatural sci-fi stuff that's going on. It's like an action game. Well, it is an action game. I was fixing to say RPG, but no, I don't really think there's any type of real RPG-ness in it, at least to my knowledge, except for you equipping stuff, and then all of a sudden it ends up, boosting your stats a bit. But anyways, yeah, definitely go check out that stream if you want to kind of see a little bit of what the game is all about. But it's really cool, and I play a little bit of that off and on. I can only take so much of that, just like I can only take so much of the MMO world. But the fact of the matter is I ended up getting that on a flash sale, and this past weekend, I think I got it for like $11 or something like that. Sony had their monthly flash sale going on, so I was like, you know what, I definitely want to try this and give it a shot. And it's really cool. I like it. I don't regret it one bit. I honestly, I do like it. I just, everybody has to have their moments in their right frame of mind to be able to play certain games, and so that's exactly what's been going on with me with that. Sorry, I'm looking at my PS4 screen there, trying to determine exactly what else I might have been playing up until now. But no, actually, you know what? I believe that's probably about it. I played a few demos, like a few free demos, like the new Pac-Man World Championship, and then there was like another one called One Way Heroics, and then there was like a that sounds like a sex position. There was there was like another one called uh, Blue something I don't know, as some type of like shooter game. It was like one of those spaceship shooter type games, except you're going around on a map or something. I don't freaking know. I can't even remember. And then there was another one that I played that I can't remember what it is. Anyways, I tried out some demos, and the only one that I can. Oh yeah, I tried the Dragon Builders demo. I don't care for it. I don't care about Minecraft. I don't see what the whole craze is. I know it's basically seems like it's like Lego for adults, but even kids are playing Minecraft. You know, I don't see the whole shebang of Minecraft. I just don't. That's just me. That's my thoughts and opinions. And yeah, I've checked it out, looked at it, all that. Doesn't interest me to play it. I was even at a friend's place and two of them were playing it, and I still didn't see any interest for me to be able to try it out myself. Tried it out on Dragon Quest Builders. I was like, well, this is kind of interesting. And then it just kind of got a little repetitive for me, and I was like, nah, I'm not feeling this. I'm really waiting for the newest, biggest Dragon Quest that's supposed to be coming out, and I forgot which freaking number it was. What is it? What, 13? 12? I can't freaking remember. I don't know. Forgive me for that. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, it's going to be amazing, and I'm going to get the 3DS version and the PS4 version because I just want to experience everything that there is because they're going to be different in their own unique ways. Even though maybe the story will be the same, they'll still be unique in their own unique ways. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this now since I can only spend so much time on my phone because my computer wants to be a prick. Anyways, but I'll go ahead and end this now. Later, taters, you lovely, lovely people. Adios.